If you have to call it genius over and over and over, it's probably not genius. This was, I don't know. I don't even know if this is a big news. Like, I feel like people are surprised by this. If you've been following Donald Trump for a while, if you've been following Project 2025, if you're just not like a Trump worshiper, this should surprise nobody. By the way, why is Howard Lutnick always just like right behind Trump, right next to him? I don't know that there's anywhere Trump goes that Howard Lutnick doesn't go.
You said you were not joking about a third term, about possibly wanting a third term. Does that mean you're not planning to leave office on January 20th?
I'm not looking at that, but I'll tell you, I have had more people ask me to have a third term, which is in a way a fourth term, because the other election, the 2020 election, was totally rigged. So
yeah, like it's similar in the way that you didn't win that and you haven't won a third term. That's the only way it's similar. But again, you got lapdog back here, Howard Lutnick. Like, Donald Trump has told this joke 450 times. He's lied about the election being stolen 1 million times. And Howard Lutnick, the lapdog back here, just watch. Like, every time Trump lies about something, Lutnick loves this shit.
People ask me to have a third term, which is in a way a fourth term, because the other election, the 2020 election, was totally rigged. So it's actually sort of a fourth term in a certain way. I just don't want
hilarious.
The credit for the
Hilarious.
Because Biden was so bad. He did such a bad job. But I'm just telling you, I have had more people say, please run again. I said, we have a long way to go before we even think about that. But I've had a lot of people. Yeah, go ahead. Did you have something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, do you think that's an appropriate precedent to set, even if it wasn't you in this position, to see a president serve a third term?
I don't want to talk about a third term now, because no matter how you look at it, we got a long time to go. We have a long time. You know, we have almost 4 years to go.
Which is crazy, because doesn't it feel like it's almost been 4 years? I realize it's the final day of March, but doesn't it feel like it's been 41 years? By the way, anniversary today of the time Ron Swanson had like 100 people in his office for meetings, because April forgot that March had 31 days. Just a reminder of that for anybody who is a fan of Parks and Rec.
And that's a long time. But despite that, so many people are saying, you've got to run again. They love the job we're doing. Most importantly, they love the job we're doing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure they do. We're going to talk about some of that polling right now. They turns out they do not love the job that he's been doing every day. It's something new. Here's Peter Navarro, who's my favorite convicted felon on Donald Trump's staff. His job is just to go on Fox News and lie about shit. And again, I don't know what Trump has over Navarro. I don't know what would breed this type of loyalty. Maybe just because he got, I think, did Navarro get pardoned? Did Trump pardon Navarro, or did he get out before then? I don't know. Did he get one? He got clemency, maybe. I think he was already out of jail. I can't remember. Anyways, here's Peter Navarro on Fox News Sunday. We know this weekend Donald Trump has announced more tariffs, this time on auto manufacturers, which sucks. Like, I hope you guys didn't want to buy a car. And if you did want to buy a car, enjoy buying an American car, which I certainly don't want to buy. But here's Peter Navarro just pulling numbers directly out of his ass, just reaches down, pulls the numbers out and gives them to Shannon Bream and even Fox. Like, Fox isn't having this. This is nonsense. This is not math. This is not real. This is just Trump lying and lying and lying over and over and over about tariffs. There's a new theory, by the way, which I'll get to in a minute. There's a new theory that this is part of a broader economic plan, that, again, a secret broader economic plan, and not just Trump being totally and completely incompetent because he doesn't know what tariffs are. I'll let you guys decide. But here's Navarro making up numbers to Shannon Bream on Fox.
Ask you this.
A beautiful industry.
I want to clarify, chickens aside. When you say a tax cut, how exactly is that going to work? If you're talking about credits for people who are buying new cars, those kinds of things, millions of Americans are not looking to buy new cars, but they are worried about the thousands that are estimated to turn up in their everyday costs for things, because the tariff cost has to be passed on by these importers somewhere.
Well, all right, let's work through the economics.
Let's do.
Of this. First of all, we're going to raise about $100 billion with the auto tariffs alone. What we're going to do is, in the new tax bill that has to pass, it absolutely has to pass, we're going to provide tax benefits, tax credits to the people who buy American cars. This is a genius thing that President Trump promised on the campaign trail.
There's nothing genius about it. Like, we've actually done this before. We've propped up auto manufacturing. We did it in 2008. It's not his idea. It's also not genius. But again, like, who does this benefit? This benefits the handful of people that are going to buy cars, and it benefits the auto manufacturers because now there's a credit. So this is like we're going to do tariffs for on car manufacturers, and then we're going to hand out a tax credit. So we're doing government handouts to buy cars. No. We can't do free school lunch. We can't do government handouts for school lunch. We sure as shit better not do government handouts, as Republicans have been fighting all weekend. We can't do government handouts to help people with Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. We can't do any types of those handouts, but we can certainly do handouts so that auto manufacturers can sell more cars to people who are buying. Again, these are new cars, I believe. I don't think these are in the tax bill that you're going to have credits for used cars. It's not brilliant. That $100 billion is a made-up number. But even if that $100 billion was a real number, that's just tax revenue. That's just money the government is bringing in. They tell you this all the time. They're like, hey, Americans are going to be hurt by this. Americans are going to pay more money at the grocery store. They're going to pay more money for their electronics. All across the board, Americans are going to pay more money. And their response is, but our government's going to take in more tax revenue. That doesn't help. That doesn't help any of us. That's just offsetting tax breaks. So it's interesting that Republicans are on board with this. You're cool with your stuff getting more expensive. And the payoff for that is that some people are going to get tax breaks to pay for tax cuts for wealthy people. And this is the genius. If you have to call it genius over and over and over, it's probably not genius.
Benefits, tax credits to the people who buy American cars. This is a genius thing that President Trump promised on the campaign trail. So that's going to happen. In addition, the other tariffs are going to raise about $600 billion a year, about $6 trillion over a 10-year period. And we're going to have...
Which, again, like, what does that do? Cool. Let's just say, best case scenario, everything they say is true. Let's just say, best case, everything this guy says is true. Great. The government brought in $6 trillion extra dollars. To do what with? To pay for tax cuts. That's why they're doing this. They're doing this to offset tax cuts. This doesn't help the American people. This doesn't help the general American people. This is just, I mean, it's frankly, I don't know who it benefits. It doesn't even benefit the rich. Getting a tax cut as a rich person in this country, if you are not like a multi-billionaire, cool, there's some temporary relief while all of the power and the structure of our tax system gets shifted to the wealthiest among us. And then eventually, like, the wealthy are going to want your money too. So then they're going to figure out a way how to extrapolate that wealth from you. This doesn't help anybody. It's a nonsensical experiment here. We've done this before. It never works. And now they're up here pretending it's something new and that it's genius.
Have tax cuts. It's the biggest tax cut in American history for the middle class, for the blue-collar deplorables. And that is going to...
The blue-collar deplorable. Are they taking deplorables from Hillary Clinton? And they're saying that now they're saying that Hillary Clinton was calling all blue-collar people deplorable? Hold on, he got distracted. He's got to check his notes real quick.
If you look at this, but basically holistically, as they say, consumers and Americans are going to be better off, including all the jobs they get. And then you have gasoline. I don't know if you know this, Shannon, but during the Biden administration, gasoline prices were close to 40% higher, a full $1 higher. If you take a working family
from $1 higher from where they were at their lowest, like when the whole country was shut down. Let's be clear on what that data he's giving is.
And you add that $1 off, if we get our gas prices down, that's more than $1,000 in their pocket.
$1 a gallon. Would that save you $1,000? Is that monthly, annually? That's got to be annually, right? It can't be. I mean, it can't be monthly unless you're driving a ton. $1 down, you're going through 1,000 gallons a month of fuel. 30 into 1,000. I don't think so. A 15-gallon tank. How many fill-ups is that? 100. Yeah. what is that, 75? Phil, I don't know. I don't think that math's right there. I don't think that's correct. I didn't do the math the first time, but I don't think that's correct.